Hi, toys! Hi, toys!
We are all familiar of the saying that necessity is the mother of invention. However, kids and adults like nowadays are so much hooked in playing online and video games, to the point that we no longer know or remember how to play with traditional Filipino toys. So let's take another trip down memory lane and remember 5 Filipino toys that will bring your childhood spirit back to life. Paper dolls.
Look at all your clothes!
A paper doll satisfied young Filipino girls' fantasy of having every beautiful clothing they like. Playing with their paper dolls, which came with fascinating add-ons such as food and different items from a beauty kit, had nurtured this young girl's sense of style in a way. Particularly memorable were those that featured popular cartoon characters such as Sailor Moon and Princess Sarah. The art of making paper dolls traces its roots to ancient civilizations where paper was first used. The first manufactured paper doll is London's Little Fanny, produced by JFuller in 1810. The Philippines, on the other hand, once had a paper doll that perfectly represented our country's history and culture. Nicknamed Rosing, this Filipina paper doll appeared in 1932 edition of Liwayway magazine. Young girls would excitedly cut out this interesting character from the magazine as well as the other items that came with her, including food and other accessories.
Flower power! Oh, Ken!
The Philippine Lego Knockoff.
Dad. Lloyd?
Also known as the poor man's Lego, although it pales in comparison with the original Lego in terms of quality and design, these knockoff provided many not so privileged kids with enough tools to explore their creativity. Usually sold at sari-sari stores near public schools, these so-called Pinoy Lego gave kids a chance to create their own makeshift robots, airplanes, and skyscrapers, just to name a few.
I promise I'll never forget you!
I didn't ask you to promise that! Come back!
Vintage basketball team action figures.
You dunk a basketball? Please.
These limited edition sharpeners, featuring some of the most popular Filipino basketball players of the 90s, were given as freebies for every purchase of a popular energy drink. The sharpener action figures paid tribute to the career highs of such influential basketball athletes such as Benji Paras with a color yellow jersey, Jerry Codinera wearing green, Chito Loizaga with the red jersey, and Alvin Patrimonio, the one wearing blue. This set of vintage toys also evokes memories of Milo Caravan, during which the popular brand visited our respective schools and treated us with a glass of delicious chocolate energy drink. Trumpo. The Trumpo, or Philippine Tops, is a conical toy of ancient origins that had fascinated Pinoy kids long before the advent of Beyblades. It is similar to the American top but much smaller. Although you could buy ready-made tops, most kids back then preferred to have an improvised trumpo, usually carved from hardwood or guava branches. The typical trumpo has an iron nail pivot and is wrapped with nylon lines attached to a stopper held between the player's fingers. It also comes in various shapes and designs, from the wooden ifugao top with a groove at its waist, its pivot, the extension of its body, to the Maranao version in Mindanao that has a silver or copper bands incised with decorations. Trumpo is ideally played with 2 or more people. Kids would often throw their tops on a flat surface and let them spin and outperform each other. The player with the last trumpo standing becomes the winner. Pogs.
Pogs.
Pogs is the circular version of text. School-aged children from the late 80s and early 90s grew their Pogs collection also by playing with their peers. The game requires getting the same number of Pogs from each player and performing a stack. After a few throwing and slamming, each winning player will get share of the Pogs that land face up. The name Pogs is believed to have originated from a brand of juice called Pog, short for passion fruit, orange, and guava, the bottle caps of which were first used to play the earlier version of the game. The gameplay, on the other hand, is much older than most people think. Pogs is said to have evolved from the old Japanese game of Menko, in which the players flip their opponent's cards that were made from ceramics, clay, or wood. We all know you are looking for your favorite toy. So just click the subscribe button and ring that bell to let us bring you back to more of our Nostalgic Toys Part 2.